Satan wants you to question, who you are and have doubts about your calling and your purpose. So he's going to have people falsely accuse you to try to cause you to have fear and get you to stop God's plan for your life. He wants you to worry what others think instead of staying focused on the ministry that he's called you to accomplish. And Satan will oftentimes remind you of all the bad things that you used to do and try to convince you that you're still that person. So in the Bible, there's a guy named Nehemiah. He was obeying God, rebuilding the wall to protect the Jews in Jerusalem. And his enemies would falsely accuse him of trying to become king and try to get him to stop finishing the wall. And Nehemiah chapter 6 we'll talk about that, where these guys named Sanballat and others accused him of wanting to become king. They tried to stop him multiple times. They kept sending messengers to him, trying to get him to focus on their accusations instead of him having time to focus on getting the people to finish rebuilding the wall. So he had to continually not listen to them and to block them out as much as he could. And so as you can imagine, when you're trying to accomplish something for the Lord and the enemy keeps sending people to you, some of those people, they could be your pastor. If they're not completely healed and delivered, they can give you bad advice trying to stop you. I know that I've heard of pastors that would try to stop a person that was very anointed from going out and starting their own ministry. And they're like, oh, God would never tell you to do that. And so they will actually be used by the enemy to try to stop those who have a calling. Or there are people in ministry that are very anointed in a certain area. And then they'll have other friends, could be family, could be church people, that will speak into them trying to stop them from that calling. So you have to ignore that. You have to be about your Father's business and to obey the Lord. And so oftentimes you have to even cut out people from your life that are being used by Satan to try to speak into you. Again, your family oftentimes will be used because they're closest to you, and they'll try to come against what the Lord is calling you to do and get you to stop and to listen to them, and you need to take our advice. And so you have to block out all of that wrong advice and the enemy trying to come against. And that can be hard, that can be difficult, but you need to continue to listen to the Lord, be obedient to the Holy Spirit, and then walk in your purpose. And then you can look back in life and say, wow, this is